TED Talks have taken over my life, kinda.
There are some amazing speakers.
From a magician to astrophysicist.
Talking about really relevant topics.
I watch a TED Talk every night before I go to sleep.
I learn from TED Talks.
We study how people make decisions, including some really bad decisions. Thank you. I'm going to talk today about behavioral economics in a world full of screens. Okay, and some socks to keep them warm. Before I talk about behavioral economics in the digital age, you might ask, what is behavioral economics? Think about it as a combination of behavioral science and economics, psychology and economics. We study how people make decisions, including some really bad decisions. But most importantly, we try to study how to help people, everyone, makes better decisions. So you might ask, what can we do with behavioral economics? In Abu Dhabi, only 11% of drivers wear seatbelts. So if we just put Gucci, Prada on the seatbelts, people actually wear them. I'm serious. I'm always serious. If we actually personalize the request that you will pay your taxes by handwriting on the envelope, you're a lot more likely to do it. We could get people to pay their taxes. We could get people to insulate their attics so they save energy by making it easy. How do we make it easy? We send a team of people to take all the crap from their attics. The number one reason people don't insulate their attics is that it is full with crap you've accumulated over the last 20 years. Help people get rid of it. They don't mind paying full prices to actually insulate the attics. We could get people to save for retirement by making it easier. If you let people save more when they make more money, you could actually help a lot of people save more. We've actually managed to double the saving rates of 5 million Americans by making it easy. Most importantly, and what I want to do today is to talk about saving lives. If you change the default so that all of you are automatically organ donors, God forbid something terrible happens to you, then very often 99% of people will be willing to donate their organs. Less than 1% of people opt out in Austria, for example. Neighboring Germany, where you have to check the box, fill paperwork to become an organ donor, only 12%. Make it easy, people will do the right things. So tonight, I need your help. I need you to help me save many more lives. But I want to save so many more lives that I need to use screens and digital technology to reach to a lot of people. So what you see on the screen is actually what people see in the UK when they go to the National Health Service website and they choose a hospital for their elective surgery, let's say a knee replacement. They see a choice. We see here 3 hospitals. In reality, there are many more. And you see some features of all the hospitals. For example, how likely you are to die, and so on. Hospital S is not great. Relative to the 100 baseline, you're actually likely to die. If you go to Hospital W, you're far less likely to die. You're less likely to get infections. You're less likely to have to run back to the hospital. Sounds like a good choice. I need your help designing that screen so we'll get all the people to go to Hospital W. Think about it. How are we going to do that? How many of you feel that if we're going to make it easy, maybe if we're just going to check the box next to Hospital W, that's going to be a great idea. They're all going to go to Hospital W. Who would opt out, right? How many of you feel This is actually a very sensible strategy. Let's just make it the default. Anyone thinks that's a good idea? Well, it was a really good idea. A plus in the class, you've just killed a lot of people. Because online, for reasons that we have to still study, most people opt out of the default. You actually send them to W, they decided to go to S and X. The key lesson here, and if you were to take one thing from my talk, the key lesson is that behavior off screens and on screens could be different, and we have to start paying attention. Some differences. People actually opt out online. Maybe they don't trust that we pick the right hospital, but a lot of them opt out. How do they choose which hospital to go to? The middle one, in the middle of the screen. There are visual biases. I can get you to buy a different car, go to a different school for your MBA, potentially. I can get you to take a different credit card. I can get you to go to a great hospital or a horrible hospital by simply deciding what I place in the hotspots on the screens. This is scary, frightening. Other things that we're slowly starting to learn. People look at screens really fast. How fast? They evaluate the screen generally in 50 milliseconds. There would be 20 different websites in a 1 second. They actually evaluate it before they even process it, before they kind of even see it. It's a new world. Screens are anonymous, which means if you go order pizza and there's a screen in the restaurant, you'll order a bigger pizza with more calories and bizarre flavors that you would be very uncomfortable telling a waitress. Now, that's kind of bad. There are great things about it too. Let's not forget about that. If you drink too much, you're a lot more likely to admit it on a screen than actually telling your doctor.